is my great pleasure to bring back to the stage the director of Being Elmo, A Puppeteer's Journey, Connie Marks.
You know, this is a big team effort, and we have such a fantastic team. And we've played together for a long time. It took 6 years to make the film. And Kevin was a gracious, patient, loving subject, and we're only sorry that it has to stop. But here we are, it's stopped, and thank you for watching, and I'd like to introduce the rest of the team. First, I'd like to introduce James Miller, a producer and DP, and James is also my husband. Our producer. Philip Shane, who is the co-director, editor, and writer. Justin Weinstein, our editor and writer. Walter Matthews, assistant editor. Joel Goodman, our composer. And he's had about 11 other films in Sundance. So. And now, without further delay, someone I love very much, Mr. Kevin Clash.
I think we're going to throw it out to some Q&A. Okay, anybody raise your hand? I will find you. Yeah, right here.
I thought the most touching part of the story for me personally was how Kermit mentored you so well, and I'd love to see at the end how you continue that. Do you feel like you adopt his style of mentoring, or do you have your own?
No, I think I adopted Kermit's style of mentoring. Frank's, Jim Henson's, Dave Gold, Steve Whitmire, Bill Beretta, everybody that I come in contact with that loves this medium. I take all of that from them and teach it. I think one thing that I learned from Jim is to really I do a lot of auditioning around the world with puppeteers. And I think one thing that I learned from them training us is how comfortable they made us feel. You know, that we would, you know, of course we were going to be timid and intimidated, you know, as Jim Henson very nice. But they really made it comfortable. And that's what I try to bring when I do training or auditioning or anything like that. I'm sorry, this climate? So that's why I'm not getting emotional. It's just yes.
I worked with an autistic girl for 8 years. We were trying to figure out how to get to her. It was impossible. And I'm a filmmaker, and I had the ability to, I want to say illegally, but I only used it in that house, and green screened myself into Elmo Palooza. And I filmed her seeing it for the first time. And when she saw that I was a friend of Elmo's, she was mine forever after that.
That's great. Yes.
You get to work with him a lot?
Of course. Brian is my brother. Yeah, Brian actually was, he was 21 years old when he was a head puppet captain on Labyrinth, and I was assistant puppet captain. He was 21, working with these unbelievable builders and designers of sets, and they would look at him like, we're going to listen to him? But they knew, they learned that he knew what he was doing, and he knew what he was talking about. Now, as a matter of fact, I'm going to have dinner with Brian Thursday night, tomorrow night. No, so we're still very close, and I truly miss working with him. I'm going to go hang out with my buddies because they're shooting a movie in LA right now, so I'm going to hang out with them.
Liz Kelly from Baltimore.
Ooh, Balmer.
Bomber, and I'm also an author, and my first TV interview was on WMAR.
Really?
And I just love Baltimore because it's so supportive of hometown heroes, I'll say,
Yes.
which you're at a very different level than me. But anyway, can you talk about Baltimore and how they supported
Yeah,
your
you know,
career?
Baltimore, I was very, very lucky to grow up in Baltimore and to because it's a small town. You know what? I'm gonna get back to that. We forgot. You know, we have all these children in here. If you guys, give me a couple of seconds, I'd love to just do a quick meet and greet with all of them so that mommy and daddy can probably take them home because they're probably ready. You guys can just bear with us for a couple of minutes. We're gonna do a quick meet and greet with them. If mommy and daddies could just go in this aisle right here with your children. I'm gonna do a quick hello and kiss. Okay, as quickly as you can. Talk amongst each other. And then I'll go back to the it'll go quick.
If you can see this, see it.
All right. Couple more questions. Yes, right here.
Any plans to feature 100% Muppet movie like Dark Crystal ever again?
I hope so. I know that Brian and Lisa have been working on, trying to work on a sequel to Dark Crystal. And I'm still hoping that there's a Fraggle Rock movie. Yeah, I'm really crossing my fingers. I love that show. I love how Jim created that, put that together. Okay, any other
I'm all
questions?
the way in the back, I don't think you can see me.
Yeah, I can see you.
Labyrinth is actually my favorite movie of all time. It's a great scene that's seen in film. What other of those characters did you get to work on? Did you have a hand in the helping hand? Or
Yes,
anything like that?
Shaft of Hands. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should be repeating what people say. I'm sorry. I'm not new to this. I don't know why. My brain is gone. So he was asking about what characters, other characters I did in Labyrinth. I was in charge of the Fireys. And I did Ambrosius. Actually, Steve Whitmire started with Ambrosius, and then he went and took a break, so I took over the sheepdog that Didymus rode in the movie. I did Stupid Goblin. It was really fun. Did she say it? And then miscellaneous, whatever was needed. It was a wonderful time. I was over there for about 8 months shooting that movie. It was great.
Yours?
What was that?
Are any of the hands yours?
Yeah, but you know what? I have no idea which one because we all did it together. So I can't even remember which one I did. You're welcome.
Who was shooting the footage of you when you were young?
Boy, that's the question that's asked all the time because it makes sense to ask it. It was a film crew that worked. Oh, the question was, where did we get the footage when I was 17? That they shot in Baltimore and with Stu Kerr. It was a show called Big Blue Marble that had a film crew that would go and travel around the world to interview a young child that was doing something interesting. And so they came down, they shot me for 2 days in Baltimore, they shot me for 2 days in New York. And fortunately, Connie found it. Yes.
Can you share some more, he had his hand up, he's had enough hands up for a while.
Okay.
Oh, how do you feel about how Elmo and Sesame Street has evolved with technology in the times?
You know what? The question. I'm so sorry. How has Sesame Street and Elmo has evolved with the times? Very good question, young man. We love it. I mean, we think it's great, with the whole YouTube thing and doing all these wonderful things that we know will go on there and everybody will watch. Like this, I don't know if you saw the Grover piece where he did the whole Old Spice. It was really funny. And then wonderful thing that Joey Mazzarino, who was our head writer, came up with a little child that sings about loving her hair and how that blew up and children will love that. So I mean, we're excited about it. We're really excited about the future, and Jim would have been too. I mean, with Jim Henderson now, he was already getting into CGI and stuff like that too. So no, we're really excited about it.
Can you share any other stories about working with Bob Keeshan?
Wow.
Anything that comes to mind?
Yeah, boy, Bob Keeshan. Yes, I'm sorry. Can I share some stories about, our story about Bob Keeshan? I was really honored. One season, he decided to toast. I don't know, it might have been the 29th season that we were starting. He wanted to give a toast, and I tell you, I was so lucky that he decided to sit down and tell me, with Lumpy Brennan, who played Mr. Green Jeans, and Gus Allegretti, who played Mr. Moose and Bunny Rabbit. They all talked about how they got together, and it was amazing. It was just amazing, and it was just, I was their audience, and it was, and that happened with Jim Henson, Frank Oz, and Jerry Jewell, who wrote for them. We were actually doing Muppets Go to Disney World, and we had finished the table read, and Jim and Frank and Jerry decided to just reminisce, and Steve Whitmire, who performs Kermit now, we were their audience. And we were like, you must write the book. And unfortunately, Jerry's not with us anymore, and of course, Jim Henson's not with us anymore. But I mean, I have it, and it was I definitely see that as a gift to me and to Steve. Yes, right here.
Kevin, we lived in Glenburnie for
Oh,
7
my
years.
goodness.
My wife worked at St. Agnes. Mine's not a question, it's a congratulations on living your dream.
Thank you. Congratulations. Well, I mean, you see through the film, how much support. I think it's very important to have mentors, if you can find them. Yeah, right back there.
So my question would be, a lot of kids have a dream, and a lot of kids have adversity. One of the things that you obviously had was that period of time of ridicule that you got over. What was
I
it
have
for
no.
you?
Well, she was asking me, a lot of,
That's huge.
a child has a dream, and how did I get through that with all of the, peer pressure that happens in school. Actually, when I was in school, they actually did this survey, and they picked kids that they saw was just ignoring the whole peer pressure thing, and they were actually asking us the questions. There was teachers and stuff. I don't remember what we said, but it was just something that was instilled in me, and I think it might be because of my parents being so supportive of all four of their children. They let us, be creative because they were creative, and I think that had something to do with it. I never really went with the crowd. I was always doing my own thing, and I just kept with it because of the support of my family also.
Did you ever buy your dad a new coat?
Never got my dad a new coat. No, you know what? My dad loves fishing. You asked, did I ever buy my dad a new coat? My dad loves fishing, so I balance it.
Obviously, your parents are very creative, hence they produced you. Anybody else in your family doing anything in the creative business?
No.
Oh.
I mean, they all. My brother was in the service. My sister works in a factory doing chips for computers. My sister Pam works in this unbelievable bakery, and I'm glad because I love bread. No, so no. On my mother's side, my uncle was in entertainment. My uncle Elmer. Can you believe that? Uncle Elmer. Yes. What's my daughter doing now? Driving everybody crazy. No, I tell you, we've been very, very blessed, Gina and I. She is amazing. She just got accepted at Penn State, UMBC. She wants to, I forget where she wants to go. It hasn't come in yet. But she's been class act with us. And, yes.
How many different voices do you possess in your repertoire?
How many voices do I possess? Well, if you talk to Richard Hunt, he would say, well, I'm going to do number 175 voice. Richard Hunt would do that. We only have 5. We only have 5, and then we change it around. You know, Jim would do that. Frank definitely did it, you know, with Grover, and then you heard Yoda, but Yoda sounds like Grover a little bit. You know. So we have about 5 or 6 that we roll around and do what we can do with it.
That side of the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the way in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do voiceover in New York, and I have to say you're one of my inspirations because when I first saw Elmo, I thought it was a child. And I saw it was a 6-foot black man. I want to ask you, when people first found out that you were the voice of Elmo, you get a lot of shocked reactions.
He's asking when people see me, you know, they find out I do Elmo, do I get a lot? Yes, I get a lot of reactions. I had this woman who came into Sesame Street to visit once, and she literally, you know, you do Elmo? Wow. And she walked in and she came back. You sure you really? I was like, yeah, why would I lie about something? She did it like 3 times, and the 3rd time I was like, now listen, you saw me with the puppet on, you saw me. How else can I show you that I do? You know, I mean, a lot of you have seen, who saw Dinosaurs? Did you? Everybody like Dinosaurs? That was one of my favorites. I'm the baby, gotta love me. Come on, black boy. Not the mama, not the mama. And also Splinter from Ninja Turtles. Hello, how are you? Now get out. I have two more questions. Yes, right here.
Did you ever get to play the role of Kermit when Jim passed?
No, he asked me, did I ever get to perform Kermit when Jim Henson passed? No, that gauntlet was given to Steve Whitmire, and he's doing a brilliant job. Okay, ready?
Elmo's not gonna leave Sesame Street like Bert and Ernie did, is he?
Well, yeah, this young lady said that Elmo's not going to leave Sesame Street like Bert and Ernie did. Bert and Ernie is still there.
I heard they left because everyone thought they were gay.
No, they're definitely on Sesame Street. They're still the best of friends. Listen, I've been here. I flew in on Saturday. I was there for the premiere on Sunday, and I'm leaving tonight because I have to get to LA. Listen, thank you guys. I really appreciate it.